it was interesting because I remember it was something I was thinking about a bit, and I was actually throwing the idea around of Sangita about transitioning to be a software as a service solution engineer because I was kind of taking account of all the stuff that I was enjoying in the class of program. And
Mm-hmm.
there's always been that part of me that is strategy oriented. And
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy like the project nature of some of the internal stuff we looked on. And I think I was looking at going over potentially to solution engineering on like the marketing product side because I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be closer to more of like the business activity type thing, where something that I could still kind of dive into and learn inside and out and become an expert, but kind of I was interested in, say, whereas the deeper you are in the tech stack, and just in terms of like the complexity of the tech that you're working in, the people in solution engineering, say for the platform, database, middleware, analytics stuff that we're working on, you're presenting to other technical people usually. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're on the SaaS side and kind of your more high level tech, you're presenting more to your business type people. And I was interested in building up my business language and communication. And like my kind of mindset going into the whole potential marketing products and SaaS was getting exposure and presenting and working with like a more business audience and kind of doing a little bit of a ratio change in terms of how much time I spend because like the SaaS products are a little bit lighter, having more of my focus kind of be on presentation skills, business value, strategy, and stuff did seem appealing versus, say, our class of team, where we were like a specialist licensed platform tech org. So we were super deep. And the solution engineers who had been around in our org for a while, like not the class ofs, they were like the specialists for the solution engineers. Like we were a
Yeah.
level deeper of technical than just your average like cloud engineer. And
Yeah.
like with that, it kind of came from a mindset of I've always been good in places where I'm wide, not deep, where I can go deep in things and I do enjoy it. But I would say like my best skill set is when I can say, take a look at information from a variety of sources and synthesize it together and try to find the optimal solution to it. So that was kind of like all my thought processes going around where to move, trying to kind of figure out what my next play would be after the class of team. But what happened was then kind of out of nowhere, the whole product management like offer came along where it was Sangita, I think was like talking to Kay Malcolm, who we've mentioned her before on the podcast. She's one of the database product management directors. I had done some projects for her team. And then my boss, Jeff Smith, he was looking for a new PM to bring in someone younger, bring them in at like a lower like they call IC levels at Oracle. It's basically like your ranking in terms of salary bracket and how kind of high up in the company you are. And he was like looking for someone kind of like in our place to bring in early, train up. Jeff was talking to Kay. Kay's like, oh, this guy Zach, he's done some work from us, very PM type projects. You should talk to him. And then Kay talked to Sangeeta, and Sangeeta's like, hey, like there might be an opportunity to come to product management. This is kind of the gist in it. Like, what do you feel about that? And because I was with the whole me looking for the SaaS solution engineering thing, it
Mm-hmm.
was more so about me kind of taking a look at what am I enjoying? What skills have I been developing? What things do I want to continue to develop? And that kind of led to me searching in that area. So I wasn't so much worried about the specific position, kind of like how I've mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
like across my content before. For me, it's always been about
What you're doing.
yeah, like what are the kind of the seeds, the things actually going in on the work and finding the positions to match that. So when I kind of had the whole PM thing explained to me, I was like, this kind of sounds right up my alley. And I can go a little further after like I kick it back to you. But that was kind of the
Mm-hmm.
primer for me getting into that whole PM interviewing circuit.